black woman and told me what I couldn't do, I want to lovely and humbly say, in your face. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. Thank you to the critics.
Things we want to be able to get done early. Also, we're going to be spending some time focusing on public safety.
There's some people, I don't care what you do, what you say. It's just something about them that kind of ticks you when you first meet them. No.
Well, that's called judging a book by its cover.
But that's me. Fuck it. Yes, I am.
Oh, you're never supposed to do that. You're supposed to get to know a person and then make your judgment.
I'm not Jesus. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being.
Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of The Take. I'm your host as always, Kendrick Dix here on this Thursday, January 19th, 2023. Welcome again to The Take. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag TakeHereOnConnect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, Miss Cam. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Alright, we got a lot to get to. Let's get to the big story. The big story this week is Kanye West is officially now a married man again. Well, he ain't got remarried to Kim Kardashian, but Kanye West has married his longtime assistant. Now, this got to be wondering a lot of people thinking how long Kanye and his assistant were doing, sleeping around while he was married to Kim. That's what a lot of people wondering. Kim Kardashian does not like this one bit. Let's look back and see what's going on between Kanye West and his new bride.
Married? Congratulations, I guess? I don't even know. In what is shaping up to be his first big publicity stunt of the year, Daily Mail is reporting that Kanye tied the knot with one of his employees. West reportedly married the head of architecture at Yeezy, 27-year-old Bianca Censori. Mind you, we are just 2 months out from him finalizing his contentious, acrimonious, really messy divorce from Kim Kardashian. Anywho, Bianca here became the new semi-official Mrs. West at a small ceremony sometime last week at Kanye's very favorite Utah resort, the luxury Amangiri. They were then spotted at the Waldorf Astoria this week in Beverly Hills, with Kanye sporting a wedding band. Now, I say the new semi-official Mrs. West because they haven't actually found any kind of legal paperwork in the state of Utah, so it seems like it was a ceremonial ceremony. It looks like a publicity stunt for 2023, and honestly, it's pretty tame considering Kanye's 2022. 2022 was a big year for Kanye. He publicly feuded with Kim Kardashian. He publicly feuded with pretty much the whole family. And of course, Pete Davidson. He feuded with a lot of people last year. Then there was the Black Lives Matter is a hoax, White Lives Matter moment at Paris Fashion Week. Then he dined with a neo-Nazi at Mar-a-Lago. Then he announced his candidacy for president. Then he asked for former President Donald Trump to be his VP. That did not go over well. Then of course there was the months-long anti-Semitism scandal where at one point he admitted to seeing the good in Hitler. Again, that did not go over very well. He lost almost all of his most lucrative partnerships and a good chunk of his wealth, all culminating in him showing up to the Skechers headquarters unannounced and getting escorted off the property.
Kanye West now has a new bride, and that's his assistant. I guess you know everything about Kanye, so Kanye West, it's no surprise. Kanye West is just wacky and crazy, and now he got a new bride that might be even more wacky and crazy. And they're saying the new bride never heard his music. Why would you marry someone if you never heard their music? And then maybe Kanye might like someone might not never heard of him or heard his music before. It's just weird and crazy. I'll tell you that right now. All right, in celebrity news, we get to the Critics' Choice Awards. The Critics' Choice Awards was held this week. We're hearing that a lot of females took center stage with heartfelt messages. Niecy Nash won for her portrayal as Glenda something. I forgot. I know Glenda something in Dahmer. Let's look back at Niecy Nash is a speech of winning her award. Netflix Dharma. Her performance as Glenda was kind of like riveting. You know, if you watch the Netflix special that I did, you'll kind of see for yourself. Also, too, Angela Bassett won the award. You see these pictures right here, as well as the huge night went to Sheryl Lee Ralph for her portrayal of Abbott Elementary. Let's look back at what Sheryl Lee Ralph had to say.
Listen, people don't have to like you. People don't have to love you. They don't even have to respect you. But when you look in the mirror, you better love what you see. You better love what you see. Thank you to the critics. Thank you. Thank you.
Sheryl Lee Ralph said this. She was spot on. Sheryl Lee Ralph knows a thing or two, and she's been on it. So Sheryl Lee Ralph won the award for that. A lot of folks, even Jennifer Coolidge had won her award. Yeah, for the White Lotus. So everyone's winning awards during this award season. So hey, congratulations. All right, on talk shows, man. On The View, Whoopi Goldberg was just in the middle of trying to discuss something and talk to the fellow ladies until one of the fans in the crowd said this.
About the, did you just come in all broad? Yeah. Did she? Yes. She said, why you look good? She said, no, she said, yo, broad. And I was like, hey, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, and I am an old broad and happy about it. What's the alternative? Yeah, the alternative is not attractive to any of us. We all want to be old broads and old dudes, you know? So anybody wondering about did you just call me an old broad?
Call Whoopi Goldberg old broad. Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg knows she's an old broad, but she knows she's still doing what she need to do. I think sometimes people with their filters, they just don't know. They get uncensored, and they want to say what they want to say. Sometimes you got to be a little bit careful with what you say. So Whoopi Goldberg snapped back. She didn't care if she was going in the middle of a conversation. She was going to let that woman know. Hey, don't come for me. Never know what that old woman did. All right, we'll be back with more Take. Don't go anywhere. This is The Take here on Connect TV. Stay. Welcome back to The Take. I'm your host as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you're here on The Take on this Thursday, January 19th, 2023. Yeah, here. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Take, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, The Take is the hub of pop culture and entertainment of the week, and we here on The Take going to provide that right now. All right, we're going to get back to our second part of The Take with the political rundown. On the political rundown this week, remember this name, Wes Moore. Wes Moore made history this week as becoming the first black governor of Maryland. Wes Moore was sworn in and gave his speech. Even somebody also came along, if you know what I mean, hint, hint. Oprah Winfrey made an appearance and delivered a keynote speech. Let's hear what Oprah had to say.
Party responsibly. Y'all earned that.
Maryland's new Democratic governor capped off his first day in office with a People's Ball where thousands filled the room dressed to the nines and ready to support him. The day was about getting sworn in and speaking on his goals he's looking to accomplish alongside Lieutenant Governor Aruna Miller. But the night was about family, friends, and dancing the night into history.
The righteous way to go.
Moore said, looking ahead,
I want for a year from now or 4 years from now, when we're running for re-election, I want people to turn around and say that they've kept their word on the things that they wanted to get done, where we believe that government can play an important role in being able to address many of society's challenges.
And those attending the ball are looking to hold him accountable to addressing those challenges.
I'm expecting to see a lot of progress and change in Maryland as a registered nurse, just with health care. I see he has a lot of policy teams, so I'm just expecting great things in the state of Maryland.
I am expecting from Wes Moore that Baltimore will be put back on the map. and that we will see mass transit, excellent public education.
I know that it's going to be a major uphill battle for him, but however, I would just like to see us progress further in, say, like the housing and the school system.
But even as celebrations continued late into the night, Governor Moore said he and Miller are ready to get to work starting tomorrow.
We're going to be spending some time in the morning going over some executive orders and some things we want to be able to get done early. Also, we're going to be spending some time focusing on public safety.
Oprah Winfrey already trying to prep up this man. This man might be the second black president. I'm telling you. Remember that name, Westmore. He's like the coming of age of Obama. I'm telling you. They're trying to sell Westmore to, you know, be the next Obama. I'm telling you right now. Mark my words. Alright. And then too, he even sat down with the ladies on the View. Look. So this man trying to get media trained already. He knows what he's doing. He looking at foresight. In the next 10 years from now, he want to run for president. Mark my word. I tell you. Speaking of somebody who may not run for president and may not even get his full term in, George Santos. He's been full of lies all of a sudden. He got into Congress by lying on his resume about his mom had passed in 9/11. He had a college degree and all this. And now new reports that he was against some anti-gay bill. He was supporting an anti-gay bill, and now you know what? This dude needs help. Like, look, take a look.
U.S. Representative Richie Torres joined 3rd Congressional District constituents in Great Neck this morning calling for the Federal Election Commission to immediately launch an investigation into potential illegal activity and irregularities of George Santos.
He has essentially pretended to be a biracial Ukrainian, Belgian, Brazilian volleyball champion and brain cancer survivor.
Look, I sacrificed both my knees and got very nice knee replacements from HSS playing volleyball. That's how serious I took the game.
I feel betrayed.
100% lies.
So my name is Anthony DeVolder.
At a 2019 event held by the conservative Walk Away Foundation, Santos urged members of the LGBTQ community to embrace Donald Trump.
You can help educate other trans people from not having to follow the narrative that the media and the Democrats put forward.
Grant Lally, the Republican lawyer who runs the GOP-leaning The North Shore leader, refused to endorse Santos from the start.
I met with him in 2020 when he first ran, and right away, again, we thought he was very strange and not, frankly, not a serious candidate.
Lally showed us documents from police in Brazil. Santos admitted to stealing and forging checks to purchase expensive clothing and shoes in 2008. Santos attracted the attention of local, state, and federal investigators after disclosing he earned $55,000 in 2021, but loaned his campaign $705,000 in 2022.
So where did that money go? Or was it not real?
Someone bought George Santos. The question is who bought him. It's up to Kevin McCarthy and the Republican leadership in Congress to find out immediately.
McCarthy says he cares about voter fraud. Well, how about the fraud perpetrated on the 700,000 plus people who live in this district?
Our repeated calls to Speaker McCarthy's and Congressman Santos's offices were not returned. On Long Island, Jennifer McLogan, CBS 2 News. From hand-delivering a complaint filed to the House Ethics Committee to Congressman George Santos himself on Capitol Hill, to meeting with voters on Long Island, Congressman Richie Torres of the Bronx once again calling on Santos to resign.
Mr. Santos either illegally coordinated with an independent expenditure or he illegally received a campaign contribution through a pass-through. In either case, Mr. Santos likely broke campaign finance law, for which he should be investigated by the FEC and for which he must be held accountable.
Congressman Torres and the new nonpartisan group called Concerned Citizens of New York 03 want the Federal Elections Commission to investigate Santos's campaign finances. Some of the money in question is $700,000 that Santos lent his campaign despite only earning $55,000. Santos has admitted to lying to Long Island and Queens voters about where he worked, went to school, and his own family heritage. This is House Speaker Kevin McCarthy now admitting that he, quote,
We were the first in the U.S.
Now they saying he's dressed in drag. This dude really needs help. This dude really needs help. You dressed in drag, man? Come on, you you full of shame. Then talking about he'll step down if the folks that voted for him in the beginning decide to sign a whatever you want to call it, a campaign, a petition, to get him off. He just keeping himself full of lies and full of webs of lies. He knows what he's doing, so hey, there's nothing to him, but it's just crazier. Man, just step aside and don't cause no more hurt and no hurt to yourself. But you got to go along with this show opponent, but you're going to have to learn one day. Also, too, on the reality show Clip Down, we know Todd and Julie Christie are set to go to jail, prison, whatever you want to call it. Let's look back at the news story on what's going on with them. Take a look.
a.m., breakfast at 5, then work until dinner is served between 4:30 and 5:30, with lunch out at 10:30. He'll be required to be neatly groomed at all times, with his shirt tucked in, and have his bed made military style by no later than 6:30 in the morning. Julie has a 6 a.m. wake-up call and goes right to her meals and work. She'll be provided with sufficient clothing to allow at least 3 changes of clothes weekly. Both prisons offer recreational activities like sports and movies and wellness programs. Just days before they began their sentences, Todd and Julie sharing their feelings on their podcast, Chrisley Confessions.
We're going through a lot of heartache right now, a lot of hurt. But the valley that we're in, we won't stay in forever. And what I do know is that I'm going to keep standing. You're going to keep standing, Julie. Our family's going to keep standing. And by the grace of God, we will walk through this storm.
Anybody who has to face something like this is going to take it hard, but they're ultimately optimistic about the chances to appeal and to get out of prison much more soon than their sentences would suggest. Ultimately, they're people who care about their family and their faith and those things.
Yeah, Todd, Julie Christian going to prison. Is Chrisley knows best, or Chrisley knows prison? Who will? Todd Chrisley gonna be in the alternative lifestyle, if you know what I mean. Man. And finally, the viral video of the week. We can give this viral video this week. We had to dedicate it to and remember Grandma Holla. Grandma Holla brought so much joy and so much laughter with her off the wall comments, and she was spot on. She had a great, she was in her right frame of mind, and she knew her last days was coming. But Grandma Holla left a trail that will be forgotten. And so we're going to dedicate this viral video to her moments. Let's take a look.
Something about you that's just drawing me to you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a pretty handsome black girl.
Holla! And now my hand won't stop quivering.
I don't want it to. You doing okay?
I am now.
Holla. Do I need to know? Is that something?
Shut the fuck up and get your holy roll ass out of my face and put some fuck. I mean, we can send them cupcakes.
Oh, yeah.
With extra chocolate.
Yes, we got to go to Rondo, baby.
And I got some more vanilla sauce ass too.
I'm appalled.
Well, you and Paul going about your goddamn business, because I ain't with Paul. That's your goddamn motherfucking business.
So you doing okay, sugar?
I am now.
Okay, love you.
Something about you that's just drawing me. So life is too short for the bull. Okay?
Oh my God.
Don't be no fool. Don't let them make no fool out of you. I was abused and I did get, and I hate it so bad. But what it is, Kim, I love you so much.
Oh wow, I don't know, it's like, I don't know if you were in love or just completely obsessed.
You can call it what you want. That's your choice of words. Any goddamn thing you want to call it. But believe me when I tell you, 2 things you better remember. If the dick ain't right, I don't care if you suck it, lick it, poop, it still ain't right, bye. You got to go, hon. It's just been so nice to see you. Bye-bye. And take you whoever you want with you. But get the fuck away from me, because you ain't the one, Pooh. I can't help it. I'm 96 and I feel. There's some people, I don't care what you do, what you say. It's just something about them that kind of ticks you. When you first meet him, no.
Well, that's called judging a book by its cover.
But that's me. Fuck it. Yes, I am.
Oh, you're never supposed to do that. You're supposed to get to know a person and then make your judgment.
I'm not Jesus. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being with all kind of faults and flaws. Please don't judge me. I'm a 96-year-old human being. I love you. Now, let's don't push it, because I might have some choice words for you.
Well, Holla, okay, now you're 96, which means that you should know that you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover.
That's my goddamn business what I judge and do. At 96, dying with cancer. You judge what you want and let me judge. That's your business.
Monkeypox? What the fuck is that?
Every year tonight. But I love you. But don't play me. Don't do that. I'm not the pussy of the year. I'm not. See? Don't play me that way. See? Keep it real. That's all I ask. Keep it real. So I won't have to fuck you up. Bam. So take care of yourself. I'm glad we had this little time together. And thanks for everything. Keep praying for me. It's out of my hands, in God's hands. And I respect that.
Sure, she's dehydrated and everything like that. She has.
Yes, Grandma Holla gave folks laughter, and she will be missed. She was only 93 years old. Man, she lived a long time, and she's seen a lot. So Grandma Holla will be remembered, and our thoughts and prayers are with the family at this time. Man, can't imagine. Grandma Holla, even you can go back now and look back and laugh and reminisce over Grandma Holla. So, thank you all for watching this edition of The Tape. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long, and we'll see you next week for another edition of The Tape. See you later.